All right, so let's begin with a course tour of your work environment for the 4323 Methods course. So to begin with, we're on the announcements page. You see the banner here at the top, so should you at any time have questions or concerns, you have my contact information to reach me. Now, announcements will be posted here periodically, usually at the onset of every new module. And to learn when each new module is available, we're going to move into the course information site. Now, you probably would have had access to the course probably maybe a day or two sooner, but I decided to make these wonderful little buttons for everything. Thought it made it connect a little bit more to your use on your iPads. So to begin with, you should always start with reviewing the syllabus. When you click on the link there, it's actually going to open up on a new page. Most of the documents are PDF documents so that they're easily print out. So you'll go through the syllabi and find all the important information. Have had lots of questions about the course textbook. You have I guess a winning year. You don't have to purchase a textbook this year. And that's because our program has actually developed the ebooks that you'll be either receiving via the mail. You'll receive your iPads with them preloaded. And for those of you who are going to be loading the books yourself, you'll actually be accessing this website. Now, I'm going to send you the website so you don't have to, quickly jot anything down here, but you'll see a list of all the ebooks here that you're going to be loading onto your iPad. You are not loading all of these. You are merely loading, okay, you can see the procedural information iBook. Okay, so for each one of the areas, that's what you'll be downloading onto your iPad. But you'll have full directions for that. Now, back to the syllabi. Please go through every section. We've mapped the standards, the state standards, the teaching standards, and the business education standards to all of your goals and outcomes for the semester. But what many students want to know about are what are the requirements. So as you can see here, you have four main areas. You'll be creating an assignment on classroom rules, routines, and procedures. You'll be completing your practicum observation and reflections. You'll also be attending debrief sessions within those. Those are synchronous sessions, so you need to check your course calendar. We will be meeting online at specific times. I do understand that people so I always offer two options, in morning and an evening, for you to attend the synchronous session via video conference. The other element is the IELTS procedural modules, and these are the iBooks that I just showed you. There are activities and materials that you need to complete within each of the book that we provide. And then you'll be completing what we refer to as a modified EdTPA. There are two parts to it. You'll be developing lesson plans, recording videos of yourself in the classroom, doing peer evaluations, and different debrief sessions with myself. So I think it'll be a very helpful experience as you then move and transition into your senior 2 next semester. So I'm really looking forward to it. Jumping back into our course, you can see here that I've got the course calendar listed. Again, probably one of the most important and helpful documents that you'll have access to. I always suggest that students might want to print it out and hang it somewhere, maybe at their desk or above their bed, wherever you're going to see it most, because this truly goes through the requirements module by module. So you'll see you have the dates for each module, the topics, as well as all of the assignments that are listed for each of those modules that you have to complete. You'll see here that unless it's noted within the assignment area, all of the assignments are due at the end of the module. So in this case, for module 1, everything is due by September 8th by midnight. And as I said, you'll just go through this, and it's got all the information until the end of the term. Beneath that, you have your mentor profile form. Again, something that you need to complete fill out and complete and send to me. And then family tidbits is in case you want to know a little bit more about myself or my family. I always provide some more information. I also love to learn about my students, so feel free to share and send information. You can also share it within the discussion boards throughout the semester. So let's take a look at Module 1. And you can see here you've got just the toolbar here that allows you to link to the different areas. Just to quickly run through them, you'll see the modules listed here. You'll have 6 modules by the end of the term. I try to give you a heads up or a look ahead by posting 2 modules at a time. And then you see you've got the contact professor information and then any tools that we might be using or you might need access to throughout the course. So as we jump into Module 1, you'll start off right now with this video introduction. So you have a link to this video here. I also obviously sent it in the welcome message. You'll sign into class giving us information about yourself and some of your experiences. Module 1 will link out to really the content and information that you'll be reading through for each of the modules throughout the semester. So you'll find some general background information, maybe content preparation or readings that you need to complete. And then you'll have more information that I've written in terms of introducing the materials that you'll be reading about and any of the requirements. I post all the what I refer to as learning resources for reading. So any links that may take you out to some of the documents you have to read or any of the other materials. And you'll see for each of the modules, of course, for Module 1, there's quite a few things, but in future ones, there won't be quite as many readings. But you'll see here that you have your IELTS S opening day iBook that you'll need to access on your iPad. Very important. Okay. Then we have our video session and information I've provided on that, followed by, again, more helpful information. You do need to sign up to attend the session using the doodle poll. So you'll access this and input your name and what day you plan to attend the session. And then I always do a wrap up of what's required for the module. And again, this is all just located within the Module 1 material here. You have a link to the profile form that you're required to fill out. I have information about the IELTS modules that you'll be completing. Your practicum observation form, and this just links you to TaskStream, and we'll talk about that a little bit more in terms of TaskStream is where we keep truly your portfolio assessment. So you'll be submitting documents to TaskStream so that we can keep them within our database so that they're secure and no one else has access to them. So things like your videos of yourself teaching a class, any observations or reflections and things like that will all be loaded into TaskStream. And each of you has a TaskStream account. You'll need to set that up and log into it this semester if you haven't used it before, although most of you who took 21-23 have already set this up. You can see here I've got a link to your first assignment. Again, the video debrief session. And then again, EdTPA Part 1 and Part 2. Now, although these aren't due right away, I do provide them to you, so if you want to look ahead and see what you need to complete, they are available to you. Module 2, again, this isn't for quite some time later in September, but the one thing that I do try and do for students is keep things consistent so that when you go into the next module, it's not a new looking type of platform. So everything is set up identical to Module 1 all the way through Module 6, keeping all of the information consistent and available to each of you to access. And for the most part, that is your course site. Again, I mentioned TaskStream. Here we have TaskStream. You can see the login up here. Obviously, you'll use your own and not mine, but you'll log into TaskStream here and you'll find your sale folder where you'll be entering your material into the folder there. So it's a very simple process that you'll be completing throughout the semester. As I mentioned, if you have questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. I've got my contact information probably plastered everywhere within the course. As I mentioned, if you wanted to learn more about me, you can click on this link to go to the website that I've created about some of the research that I do. And I think for the most part, that's about it. So I really look forward to the semester. You have a lot to do. I'm not going to tell you this isn't going to be a rough semester because it's very time intensive. So don't let yourself fall behind. If you're having problems, contact me immediately. All right, well, we'll be talking soon, and good luck, everyone.